Perfect. Hello, everybody. This is. Wait, what am I supposed
You
to
suck.
say? I
You
should have.
suck.
I should have prepared that first.
Hello everyone, I'm serious.
I was having too much fun with that rocket.
I'm serious, and that's Burden, and this is your Guild Wars 2 Daily.
Hello, fellow addict gamers. This is your Guild Wars 2 Daily for October 21st. I'm Burden, and alongside me is Saris, and we are going to be talking about some of the engineer changes that came in with the patch for Halloween. Now, there actually are a lot more fixes than actual changes. You'll see as we go through the list. But I think towards the end, we'll actually just kind of give our opinion of what could change with the engineer class, some things we want to see changed. Before we start, I just want to say make sure that you leave a comment below. We like to have feedback from you guys and you giving us your opinion on what you think. And make sure, just make sure that you're getting in on the conversation. Alright, let's jump into this. The first change is the radius of some of the bombs and bomb kit have been changed. They've actually been increased. Bomb and firebomb have been increased from 120 to 180. And then if you have the forceful explosions trait, which increases the AoE range of bombs and explosions, it goes up to 240. And they actually nerfed the glue bomb to go, instead of 360 range when you have forceful explosions, the trait equipped, it actually goes back down to 300. Another big one is fast acting elixirs are now working with elixirs that are granted through traits, such as self-regulating defenses, which grant elixir S, and hidden flask, which grants elixir B. So before, if you would have equipped the fast acting elixirs trait, it was actually wasn't affecting the trait or the elixirs that you get through the traits, like the ones I mentioned. But now it is. It's reducing the cooldown of those elixirs as well. One of the big things that ArenaNet has been doing with the engineer is trying to remove some of the randomization of it, like tossing your elixirs and things like that. They would give you, get out of here. They would give you a chance to. They would give you a chance to get a certain buff. Like elixir S used to be either stealth or stability, so you couldn't really. It was just you couldn't really pick which one you wanted. It would just give you a random one, and they've been taking that out of some of the elixirs. For example, elixir R now has its resurrection has been normalized to 17% each tick instead of a random 14 to 20%. Also, elixir S, they got rid of the stability in elixir S, and elixir S, when you toss elixir S, it gives you stealth only now, so you can actually more situationally use it without having to worry about their randomization. And elixir B, so basically they took the stability from elixir S and put it onto toss elixir B, which gives you stability and it still gives you the random boon. Another thing they did is they increased the explosion radius on minefields and reserve mines from 120 to 180. And for the flame turret, they for your tool belt skill, which is throw napalm, it actually leaves behind a 3-second fire field now, which actually gives the engineers 3 fire fields now. Those are pretty much the bigger changes. Like I said, there's a lot of fixes to it. As you listen to what I was saying, those are things that I think players would just assume that were working already, and it's kind of weird that that it would take so long just to fix those kind of basic things. But I mean, they're getting it done, so that's good. So, Saris, what do you think? I'm a little hesitant asking what you think overall of the changes, just because there's just a lot of fixes. How about what are some things that you think could be reworked for the engineer that you would like to see?
I'd probably have to say the turret cooldowns, as that'd be a pretty big thing, as you can't redeploy them. You should definitely be able to redeploy them if they're up already.
You would think so. I mean, you would think it would work like a banner where you just pick up the turret and then you place it somewhere else. And I'm not sure why they make turrets that way. I think I would actually use a turret in my build if I was able to pick it up and just move it, you know, when I wanted to. I think it would give a lot of people a reason to actually just bring one turret into their build.
Well, I think that's pretty good as it is. But mortar needs to be made actually useful, but other than that, they're pretty good.
I think the engineers are in a really good place in the current meta right now. It would just be nice to see, like with any class, it would be nice to see the some more build diversity, and I think fixing the turrets could really add to that as well. But I think overall, the engineer is at a really good place. These are just, you can see they didn't even really make many big changes to the engineer. They're just making sure everything's working properly. I think engineers are at a really good place in the game right now.
Except for rocket. Why does it take 4 years to land?
I don't know. World vs. World, maybe?
Maybe.
You could use it in melee range and it explodes right away, but that kind of defeats the purpose of it being a rocket.
Could have given it a little bit more speed.
What do you think of them adding the fire field onto the throw napalm, which is with the flame turret? Do you think that's enough incentive for people to actually bring the flame turret along in builds?
No, I don't think so at all. Unless you actually are using turrets, then it's probably not worth it, because why not just put on a flamethrower? You already
This
have a
is
fire
true.
or a bomb kit. With
Yep,
with
that's
those, you've
true.
got access to a lot more abilities.
Okay, well, this has been a really short Guild Wars 2 Daily. Just wanted to go through some of the changes. So we really think the engineer's in a good place right now. There's not too much discussion really to be had with the engineer. And you can kind of see it in the patch changes that they didn't want to touch the engineer too much. They're just fixing some traits and making sure everything's working properly.
They seem to have ninja slowed down the flame blast. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Whee! I'm sure it was way faster before. I could have
Was it?
sworn. Yeah, look at it go.
It is pretty slow.
And
Okay,
the rocket.
guys. Well, I think. Do you have anything else to say, Cyrus, or we can just wrap up the
No,
daily?
I'm pretty happy with my engineers. Works. They're a really good class. The changes that they did
They
were just very nice. Got rid of a lot of the random. Fixed a lot of the bugs. They were improvements. Didn't take anything away from the class. They just made it stronger. It was quite nice.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, guys. Well, that does it for us for the Guild Wars 2 Daily for October 21st. Talking about the engineer. Make sure you leave some comments below and join in on the conversation. Give us some feedback, and make sure you share and like this video.
Goodbye.
See you later, guys.
Bye, everyone.